The word reprint is extremely polarizing in the Pokemon TCG. A lot of people get worried investing in sets holding product, and then a reprint comes and their product drops in value. But if you're looking at this from a long-term perspective, Pokemon investing in the long term, it should be a good thing to expect reprints. It's a good opportunity to get more of the product that you see increasing over time. That being said, we have a lot of news in the hobby over the last week of suspected reprints coming to some Scarlet and Violet sets. We've also seen a ton of Surging Sparks and 151 booster bundles dropping on multiple platforms and in large quantities. So today I want to talk about the Pokemon TCG reprint news, the sets it's going to affect, and if it's going to even affect the sealed product that much. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over Pokemon reprints. There seems to be confirmation from distributors that some Pokemon TCG sets are going to be getting reprints, at least of booster boxes and booster bundles in some cases. A lot of people have made videos on this, a lot of people have reported on this over the last week, and it seems like some people jumped the gun a little bit with talking about the reprints. But anyways, I want to talk about it and just kind of, I guess, put in my 2 cents, talk about how I think it might affect the sealed product and if it's going to affect them much at all, considering these look to be very minimal reprints. To start off, I want to talk about Journey Together. Journey Together drops in a couple of weeks here. I'm signed up for some pre-releases. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of trouble getting this product. I didn't really pre-order booster boxes because I got a good deal from a certain store on a case of booster boxes. Figured it'd be great. I could give one away on the channel. I could open one up, keep a couple sealed, add some to the store, hyperraretcg.com. If you haven't checked it out yet, I'm starting my own Pokemon store up here in Canada. But anyways, my booster box case order got canceled and refunded, so I don't really have any coming anymore. Very unfortunate. Way she goes. But it does seem Pokemon is going to be reprinting this. There'll be another wave of Journey Together booster boxes coming in the future. Already, these are going for 225 USD. Pretty ridiculous considering the set doesn't come out for another 3 weeks, but that just shows where we are in the Pokemon hobby. Once these get opened, once more get printed, I'm sure the price will drop a little bit. I don't think we're going to be seeing similar graphs to what we saw with Twilight Masquerade and Surging Sparks. With all these sets being like ultra modern, we'll talk about this more with Surging Sparks, but like you need to expect reprints. Even if they're minimal reprints, you need to expect more of these products to hit the market at some point, especially considering they're so new. This one is so new, it's not even out yet. If you really need it on release, buy it at $225, but I don't think this one's going to stay up there too long. I'd expect more to hit the market in the next 3 months. Are you worried about missing one of these booster box restocks? Well, have no fear. I've got a solution for you. If you haven't heard, PokeNotify is a Discord server that gives you updates on all restocks across multiple websites. If you're looking to get tips on Pokemon Center restocks, Prismatic Evolution drops, 151 restocks, this is the place to be. Thousands of people have had success securing product in this server, and personally, I have as well. To learn more about what PokeNotify has to offer, click the link in my bio and sign up today. And thanks again to everyone at PokeNotify for sponsoring today's video. Next up confirmed is Paldea Evolved. Now Danny Phantom made a video going over the same topic and saying his distributors aren't expecting much at all, like maybe 1 case per account. And there are tons of accounts, right? Like now everybody has distribution. The more people with it, the less product per store, unfortunately. It's going to be harder for some of these stores to stay alive and to like keep income coming in. But anyways, basically the same price as Journey Together. Paldea Evolved, 222 USD. It seems to steadily be spiking up. This one, like I said, is not getting a big reprint. I don't think this reprint is going to affect the price of this at all. In fact, I think it's going to cause people to FOMO into buying more of it. It's a little bit older. I don't know if they'll necessarily reprint a lot of it. Like, I feel like Scarlet and Violet base is very safe from a reprint at this point. They might just reprint it just for the sake of dumping product and wrecking the market, which they very well could. I don't think they would go to their way to like specifically wreck the market, but in today's market, with it being so negative and the investing space being so like saturated, like tons of people are just buying stuff to sit on it. You know, I'm part of the problem, I guess, but they might reprint everything out of spite to just kind of weed out anyone who's here just for quick profits. If there's a major reprint of this box, I can see it dropping a little bit, but right now I don't think, you know, if every store gets a case, 2 cases, I don't think that's going to put any sort of dent into the sealed product. For this set, I want to look at the Magikarp real quick. Over the last year, it's been spiking up and it's still steadily climbing. I don't think this card is going to drop at all. It's so difficult to pull. There's so many illustration rares in this set. I think it's very safe. Like, if you're trying to chase it, you're opening hundreds of packs to get this. if you can get your hands on a couple booster boxes, it's not really going to affect it. I don't think that many more Magikarps are going to hit the market. It might dip a little bit. Maybe people will get scared and sell off a few if they hear news of a bigger reprint coming. Long term, I don't think the Magikarp is going to be affected too much. We also seem to be getting Paldean Fates booster bundles. This might be more than the others, but I still doubt it's going to be a ton. Booster bundles make the most sense. It's just 6 packs in a little box. Easy on the packaging, easy on the materials. You don't have to print promo cards or dice or sleeves or figures or whatever. You can just dump a massive amount of these on the market. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. It might be 36 bundles per store or something per distributor account. I do think it'll affect the market a little bit more because Paldean Fates, like realistically, there's only 3 cards you want to pull from this set. I don't know how many people are ripping into it trying to chase that Mew. It's a fun set to open if you like baby shinies, but at the same time, is it the best? I don't really think so. We'll look at the top card again for this set, the Bubble Mew. It looks like it did peak out about a month ago. It's kind of dipped a little bit, but this is sort of the natural path of things. I don't think this has anything to do with like worries of a reprint or all those mini tins hitting Sam's Club. That could have a bit to do with it. But typically when a card hits like a massive peak and people stop buying it, it dips down a little bit because people just want to make their money back on it or take any sort of gains, even if, you know, they made $50 on the card. It's still pretty good. Causes it to drop. It might go right back up. You don't know. We'll have to wait and see. There are a lot of new sets, and as people always start focusing on like the new, some cards that were once popular kind of dwindle a little bit in price. They need to take some time to dip and then recover when everyone goes back and focuses on what they missed. But with Journey Together coming out, Destined Rivals coming out, Black Bolt, White Flare, like there's a lot on people's minds. I don't know for sure that everyone's really focused on collecting Bubble Mew at the moment. Next up, Twilight Masquerade. These boxes are sitting at about $220. This was a special case. Pretty much since release, these kept going up. Like nobody really was talking about this set like it was going to be that good. People seem to really like the Greninja, not the people that were speculating the hype of the product, but as soon as the product hit, they realized the pull rates were difficult, the Greninja was cool, everyone ripped it open. Now with the Eevee, a lot more people are going to continue to rip it open because they want to pull that Eevee. I've seen some stores selling sleeved boosters of this set at 15 Canadian around me, which is absolutely ridiculous. But at the same time, it's hard to find products that have Twilight Masquerade inside. Those new stacking mini tins was like what? A Temporal Forces, a Stellar Crown, and a Surging Sparks. Pretty solid packs, but getting rid of Stellar for Twilight might have been a little bit better. And again, with such prominent chase cards, like I think the Greninja was like that first card from the era that really like pushed people to see the value in Scarlet and Violet and like how good the sets have actually been. It's going to hold a little bit of a premium. It's kind of an important card, I guess, in the Scarlet and Violet era and the Pokemon TCG space as of late. $220 again. It's going to stay steady. Like, I think there's a better chance they're going to drop a ton of this product. And I mean, not even being a year old, I think this set has a really good chance of being reprinted. People love it. Pokemon knows that. They're going to provide us with more eventually. And before we get off the topic of Twilight, we'll talk about the Greninja. Sitting at $400 right now. This card doesn't really seem like it's going to dip down anytime soon. Like I said, it's kind of a key figure in ultra modern Pokemon cards. And I feel like this card is really cool. It's not necessarily one I would go out of my way to pick up, but I do respect the artwork. It's really nice. It stands out amongst a lot of the other special illustration Terra types from previous sets. Next up, Surging Sparks. People were clowning on me when I said this was going to get a reprint. Like, I don't know why everyone is so confident that, you know, set releases and within a month, there's no way they're reprinting it. Like, this set is going to be competitively viable for 3 years. They need product out there. Like, this is a trading card game, not a collecting card game. They need to fuel the players. Even if there aren't cards that are super necessary for playing in this set, there are some, like the Gold Night Stretcher, I think, is in this set. And again, just amazing artworks. Like, there's the Pikachu, the Latios, the Milotic, the Hydreigon. There's the Gold Pikachu. There's Executor, Latios. Even the Ceruledge illustration rare has quite a bit of value to it. Like, this set is loaded, and Pokemon knows that. Like, it's an unfortunate situation where they printed less of it to meet demand, because demand was low previously. Like, their projection was just wrong. They should have seen popularity coming to an extent with Pocket, but I think outside forces brought people to 151. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, everyone just drew to Pokemon like crazy. Pokemon projected wrong on what they expected demand to be, and they printed according to a demand That is way less than what it is today. But $260, man, like this is not realistic. If there's a small reprint, it's not going to affect it because there's so many cards that are so valuable in this set. But when the time comes, and I'm telling you, I'm very confident it's going to come. Again, people seem to not agree with me. I don't know how you couldn't agree with me. There's going to be more Surging Sparks hitting the market at some point, and I think these boxes will dip to about $200. I think it's going to be difficult to get it below $200 unless people stop showing interest in the singles. But that being said, the Pikachu SIR has been steady at about $450 since release. It's gone up to $500, but it hasn't really dipped below $450. I do feel like this is a card people will kind of stop caring about eventually. Like there was a point with Vivid Voltage where the Rainbow Pikachu was extremely expensive. It dipped down a lot. It's kind of recovered recently a little bit. People are kind of dabbling with the rainbow rares more. I want to make a bit of a video on rainbow rares in the future. Let me know down below if you'd be interested in that. But Pikachu SIR $450 for now, but I could see this card dipping even down to like $350 in the coming year or two. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. This video is running a little bit longer than I expected, so I'm going to follow it up with a 151 market video in a couple of days. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you think we're going to see big reprints for any of these sets later this year? And if so, how much do you think it's really going to affect the market? Also, if you've made it this far into the video, I've launched channel memberships. I want to say thank you to Addy Whipgun and Hollow Frank for being the first 2 members of the Trevor TCG YouTube channel. One of the big perks to being a channel member is you'll get entered into a monthly members only giveaway. For the first month, I thought we'd do something special. We've got a Prismatic Evolutions booster bundle going to one of you. Like I said, all you have to do is sign up. You can be at the lowest tier, $2.99. I'll be making some members only content. You'll get loyalty badges. And of course, you'll get a say in what's given out every single month to the community. So if that interests you, hit that join button and become a member of the channel today. All right, guys, last time that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.